Okay, let's take a look again at the RevoSlot car. So one of the things I was going to check on first was just scale wise, and it looks really accurate, really close to scale. I do have a Fly GT1 here as well, just to give some comparison. Yeah, it definitely looks to be very much in scale. I'm not getting the calipers out and measuring to the nth degree, but from just the exterior appearance, it sure does look very similar to what we would find with some of the other models. As far as the width of the model is concerned, very similar to what we're finding with the Fly Porsche GT1. So in effect, the car is not squished or widened in some way that would make it be an easy winner over any plastic chassis car. So it does have the body is designed and scaled just in the appropriate manner. So with that being said, like I said, we've looked at the interior previously. We're going to show you just here again. It does have a lot of play between the chassis and the body, so there's no real interference in that as well. That was very well thought out and very well engineered, it looks like, from both BRM and RevoSlot. So it was really nice to see that was well thought out. The car looks really simple to set up. I mean, obviously you've got some adjustment you could make with the float of this piece, the motor holder, versus the chassis that mounts to the body. But other than that, it looks like it's truing tires and replacing the guide with the wood guide, and you'd pretty much be ready to go. So as far as setup time, very minimal. The guides, you can see the difference in the guides. The wood guide is definitely a deeper guide. It's the same exact length, so you're not going to gain anything there, but it is a deeper guide to be running on our track, so it's definitely the one we would run with on the track. Other than that, the guide looks very similar to pretty much any other guide that we would be running on the track. Let's take a quick look at taking that out. Oops. Here we go. Nice long metal screw. Not a whole lot of cheap plastics used here. Oh, look, there's a spring on the guide. Okay, do not lose the spring. The spring will definitely help you in keeping the guide planted on the track. And then we're just gonna, as per usual, we're gonna pull out our motor wires. And there's our old guide right there. The new guide, very well trimmed. I mean, there's not a whole lot of excess flashing on this as well. So even like on some of the slotted guides, you'll find some excessive flashing. Not so much on this guide here. Pretty well set up. So we're just going to put that in there. Set that down. Nice metal screw on this one. And reinstall the wood guide. Super simple application. Oh, that's impressive. We've got enough room. You can set it up to have a little bit of float, or is absolutely zero. For our track, where there's not, it's a routed track. There's very little need to have something that floats that much. So we're just going to tighten that up. Obviously, we want it still to float free side to side, so we are good to go. We'll true up the tires on it and see what that looks like. I don't know what durometer the rear tires are on this, but we'll find out. We'll true them up and we'll do a track test today and see how that works. The mesh in the motor just needs a little bit of adjustment. It's a little on the loose side right now. Other than that, it's a 21,000 RPM motor with 200 grams of torque, which is just about right for our track. That's actually a pretty good setup. Without having a range of spur gears to purchase for this car at the moment, we can definitely purchase different pinions. Obviously, the the change in gearing is significantly greater in change in pinion versus a spur, but it does give us at least a little bit of availability to switch some things out and try some things differently. So we'll take a look at doing a track test with this and give you all the results of what that looks like with the true tires on there on our Austin Slot Car Club circuit.